Hello YouTube, we're going to take the cutter wheel out of this and sharpen it. And we'll show you pictures and explain it if it works the way I want to do it. So there's two ways to sharpen that wheel. One way is to put a bolt in it, put it in a drill and spin it. And then take a Dremel tool, rotary tool. Remember, you got to go the opposite way. You can't go the same way. If this thing is spinning this way like this, you can't have this spinning. You have to spin it the opposite way. So this is spinning this way. You have to make sure the wheel is spinning the opposite. Tool post grinding, like on a metal lathe, you never want to spin it the same way. To explain it easy is, you don't want this to try to make that turn, okay? So you don't want this wheel going like this. You want it to go up. So I think you know what I mean. That's the way to sharpen it. That's how I did my Beckman. You have to go the opposite way. So let's get to work. It's going to be real short. And when we come back, it'll be all done. We're going to see if we can clean all this up. Maybe even take this plating off. So here we go. Wish me luck. Okay, YouTube, we are back, and it is the next day. We took this Dremel bit to strip the paint, and we used the very pointy tip as much as we could, and made a nice texture on this aluminum. We could paint over that and look like that wrinkled finish. You can see kind of lines where I use the X pattern, but we've gotten everywhere in here. And we did degrease that, clean that. We was not going to take the pins up. There's the factory paint inside of there. And we erased a little bit of the Taiwan just to smooth it down. It's still in there, but the wheel turned out good. I have pictures, if you look, to where, like I said, you have to spin. Say you're spinning the disc this way, you have to spin your Dremel tool the opposite way. Tool post grinding, you just have to look it up if I'm confusing you. It is not razor sharp, but it does have a pretty good edge. When we're done, we're going to test on that stainless straw that we went through, you know what to cut through to make our pencil. So let's get to work. I said, when that goes through there, that little C-clip goes on there, E-clip, C-clip. I'll show you at the end. So we're going to start assembling this thing and test it and see how it works. Before we do that, we're going to look for a piece of that stainless straw we cut off. So stay tuned. Okay, we are back. We're on a win. I'm out of breath. This took a lot of work. I'd recommend don't try cutting stainless straws with these little cutters. I don't know even what a big. It took a lot of work. I'm sitting here stuttering trying to spit this out. And just look, I got vice grips on this thing. Man, you talk about a lot of work. That is some tough stuff. I suppose when these were made, they were made just for copper and brass, but still, you run into some stainless stuff in some plumbing things. I know some of these had to before, but I'll show you where that little C-clip goes. If we can get the light down in there. See it? Sure you can. It keeps your bolt from pulling out. Like on a vise you have like a piece out of it. There's some play in this. I've had this for a lot of years. I have another one, but it's a real cheesy looking, and it's just a spare in case I break this one. It is not made as good as this one is. And I was tightening this as tight as I could because I could not get it to bite. It actually wanted to spin out of there, and you can see some lines where it was doing it. But here's how you cut. See the slot in there? I'm like, why is that? You see that? You want to put the piece that you're saving over here on that side. So you got all that support on there. You see that? You'd think that slot there would line up, but it's just wait. But that's what I recommend. What you're trying to save, keep it over here on the big part of the roller, so you keep it from crushing. If you went in this way, you can try it. but I've just never done it that way. I always support my piece I'm saving on the wide side. I mean, to me it lines up. Let me put the pipe back in here and we'll see what it looks like. There, that'll solve that argument. There, I think you know what I mean. You get all that support over here, because you're chopping that garbage off. So that's just how I do it. And people argue which way to spin it. I try to spin it so the cutter wheel's going into it. I don't try to spin it this way because it seems like it wants to pull it off. I try to spin it so the cutter wheel's going into the pipe. Let me see here. Like here, I'd turn to the left. It seems like you turn right and want to pull off the pipe right and pull the thing off. I go into it and dig this. Like a crescent wrench, there is a proper way to use a crescent wrench. You want to argue with me? Put them up. Let's go. I'm in a feisty mood today. I'm just nice and warm. It's 35 degrees out. I'm cozy. I'm actually getting hot in here. I've been out here only about a half hour and I'm roasting already. Okay, thanks for watching. We're out here. Look for the pictures. See you next time.